True tall tales, adventure never fails. So one day, I was inside and I was washing dishes, and our dishwasher wasn't working, so I had to wash dishes by hand. And it was the chore that I was given, so you gotta do it, gotta get your chores done, gotta get all the chores done, and we gotta have some clean dishes, or else we can't, eat food. And I want to eat food, so I decided I'd do the dishes. So I'm washing the dishes and I'm scrubbing them and scrubbing them, and then I'm looking out the window and I'm just kind of daydreaming. I kind of, it'd be fun to go out there and play. I can't wait to go out there and play when I get my dishes done. And then I see, kind of at the edge of the woods, I see a little chameleon. I said, a chameleon? I was like, is that right? Is that what I'm seeing? Is that not just some kind of weird lizard that I've never seen before? And I was like, no, that's a chameleon. I said, what's he doing over here? I haven't seen a chameleon around here before. So I kind of go out to the door and I kind of open the door and I look, and sure enough, I'm like, yeah, that's a chameleon. And I see him, and then he kind of just walks off into the woods. And I go, oh, whoa, well, I gotta follow this thing. I gotta see what he's up to. So I go and I follow after him, and I'm walking, and I keep seeing his little tail kind of go farther down into the woods, and I keep following him, and eventually I find him, and he's just kind of sitting, and I say, "Hey, chameleon, what are you doing out here? I never seen one of you here before." And he turns and he looks at me, and he goes, I'm not sure." And I said, "What do you mean you're not sure?" He says, "Well, I'm not sure how I got here or where I am." And I said, "Oh, well, you're kind of out in the woods right now. Do you live around here?" And he said, "I don't know." I said, "You don't know?" I said, "You don't know? You don't know where you are, or where your home is?" And he says, "No, I'm not sure. I can't remember." I said, "Oh no, that's terrible. Do you have amnesia or something?" And he says, "What's amnesia?" And I said, "Oh, well, amnesia is it's like if you got hit in the head or something and you can't remember stuff. Like you can't remember your name. You can't really remember much stuff about yourself." And he says, "Oh, I mean, yeah, that could be because I can't really remember very much." I said, "Oh, well, geez, that's terrible. Boy, I wonder how I can help you." And then all of a sudden, there was a poof of smoke, and then everything got dark, and I kind of jumped back and said, "Oh, what was that? What was that?" And then the chameleon does the same thing. He's like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And I said, "Well, you're probably not sure because you have amnesia, so I don't even know, but you definitely don't know." And then there was this ball of light just floating in front of this little orb of like blue light kind of swirling back and forth, and then it formed a tiny little face. And I'm just standing there looking at it, and I'm just in complete wonder. I said, "What is this thing?" And then it started to speak, and it said, "You are in my forest home." And I said, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be in your forest home. I thought it was just a forest in general." And he said, "This is my forest home. No one is allowed in here. No one enters and no one leaves." I said, "Oh, well, could I just leave? Like maybe I could just back out of here?" And he said, "No, no one leaves." I said, "Well, there's got to be something I could do to leave." And it said, "If and only if you can answer 3 riddles." And I said, "Riddles? Yeah, okay, I like riddles. I could do that. I could do that." And it says, "But if you don't answer them, you can never leave." And I said, "Oh, well, boy, that's quite a choice I got to do, huh?" And I looked down at the little chameleon, and I said, "Well, what do you think?" And he just looked up at me and he blinked. He said, "Well, I'm not sure what I think. You remember I have amnesia." I said, "Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right." And I said, "I got it." So I told the little ball of light, I said, "Tell you what, if I can answer your riddles, then you gotta give my chameleon buddy here his memory back." And the little ball of light thought about it for a second, and he said, "Deal." So I said, "Okay, great. Well, what's the first riddle?" And it looked at me, and then it said, "What is full of holes, but still holds water?" And I just looked blankly, and I said, "Oh, okay, okay, yeah, that's a good riddle. Let me think." I'm thinking, I'm thinking, and oh man, I don't know. And I looked at a little chameleon. I said, I'm sorry, we might be stuck here because I'm not sure what it is." And then I went to go scratch my head, and then splush, my head got all wet. And I look at my hand, and in my hand was the sponge that I had from earlier when I was washing the dishes. I never let it go. I just kind of started chasing the chameleon. And then it dawned on me, a sponge. A sponge has holes, and it holds water. And I said, a sponge! A sponge! And I'm waving the sponge back and forth, and the water is splashing all over the little ball of light, and he's blinking, and he's kind of moving out of the way and stuff like that. And I said, a sponge! And he says, "Yes, yes, okay, I get it. You've answered the first riddle. But answer me, riddle number 2." And then I thought, okay, here we go. And so it asked me, "What question can you never answer yes to?" And I said, "Oh, that's a good one. What question can you never answer yes to?" I said, "Well, boy, I don't know, because you can answer yes to just about anything if you really wanted to. Whether you lied or told the truth, you could answer yes. I mean, you shouldn't lie, but you could say yes." And I said, "I'm not sure. What question can you never answer yes to?" I'm thinking, and I can't think of it. I can't come up with an answer for it. So I go, oh, I look down to ask the chameleon what he thinks. And I look down at him, and he was just asleep. He was just sleeping. He was snoring. He's like, and apparently he must have just been really bored. And I poked him. I said, hey, wake up. We're going to get stuck here if we can't answer his questions. You can't just fall asleep like that. And then my eyes just got really wide. I said, "You couldn't answer the question because you're asleep." I said, being asleep, you can't answer the question yes to if you're asleep. So if someone asks you, "Are you asleep?" you couldn't answer yes to it because you would be asleep. But if you're asleep, then you can't answer. That's the answer. And the little ball of light looks at me and goes, yes, that's the answer. Okay, great. You've got 2 out of 2. Good for you. Okay, you're so smart. And I said, whoa, hey, come on. No need to get snarky up there. And he says, well, answer me this riddle number 3. And I said, oh, okay. And I said, I'm feeling pretty good now. I've got 2 out of 2 so far. And then it says, what has hands and a face, but can't hold anything or smile? And I go, oh no. Oh, that's a tough one. I'm not sure. And I look down at the chameleon, and this time he wasn't asleep. He was awake now because he knows what's going on. He kind of gets it. I said, what do you think? What has hands and a face, but can't hold anything or smile? And the chameleon just says, either I don't know or I have amnesia. And I said, well, yeah, okay, fine. And I'm thinking, I said, oh man, I'm going to be out here forever. I'm not going to get to leave. I'm not going to be able to get to leave. I'm going to have to stay here forever. And then I'm going to miss dinner, and I didn't even get to finish washing the dishes. And gosh, I've been out here so long, and my mom's going to worry about me. And I don't even, what time is it? When will she even know that I'm gone? And I look at my watch on my hand, and I go, oh, geez. Oh, yeah, in about 20 minutes, my mom's going to realize that I'm not there, and dinner's going to be ready, and I'm not going to be able to... The time, I said the time. I'm looking at my watch, and a watch or a clock has 2 hands and a face. The face of the clock, the face of the watch, 2 hands to tell the time. It can't hold anything or can't smile. I said, a clock and a watch, a clock and a watch. And the ball of light says, "No! No!" And I said, "Oh, what? Am I wrong? That's not the answer." And it says, "No! That is the answer! I'm saying no because I didn't want you to get it correct, so I said no! But the answer is yes, that yes, you did get it correct, but I want to know." I said, "I got it! I got it!" I said, "You hear that, chameleon? You hear that? We got it! We did it!" And I grab his two little chameleon hands, and we start dancing up and down, and I'm swinging him around, and his little tail's whipping back and forth, and he's cheering too. He has no idea what's going on because he has amnesia, but he's happy. He's happy that we don't have to stay there forever. And so then I said, all right, well, that's a deal's a deal. You gotta let us go, and you gotta give him his memory back." And the little ball of light says, "Fine, fine, yes, a deal is a deal, okay." So he does this little spin, he's spinning, and all of a sudden, poof, there's this flash of light, and he's gone. And the little ball of light's gone. And I look down at the little chameleon. I say, "Hey, can you remember anything?" And he looks at me with this blank look on his face, and then he blinks, and he says, "Yeah, I remember everything. I remember everything. Oh, I was in my kid's room, and he lets me walk around, and I could just walk around the room, and then I was walking, and then I got knocked on the head with something, and then I fell out the window, and then I guess I just started walking, and that's probably when you saw me, and I couldn't remember where I was or that I should have climbed back up." And I said, "Oh, yeah, okay, well, hey, come on, let's go back home." So we started walking back home, and then we get to the edge of the forest, and he said, "Yeah, my house is just right over there." I said, "Oh, okay, cool, my house is right there." So he went his way, and then I went mine, and then I got back home, and then I walked in the back door, and my mom's standing there. I said, "Oh, hey, mom," and she said, "Why aren't the dishes done?" And I said, "Well," and I was going to explain to her, but then I said, "Uh, I have amnesia and I forgot."